Alright, so let's get the stream up. Let's go and interact with the peoples. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Contest of Speed Tier 3. This is the Mexico rerun, so round 19 of 21. Even though it's technically the 22nd race that we're doing with them, but you never don't worry about that. We'll crack on as normal. My name is Dan. I'll be your commentator this evening, and as always, alongside me is my dearest friend and Tier 2 colleague, Matt.
Good evening, Danny. Good evening, and let's get ready to rumble.
Yes,
So
Matt will be doing the cringeworthy commentary this evening. He'll probably make the first blank joke as well.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Someone's got to do it.
Dominic's already in the chat, Cos Superfan. And yes,
Has he missed the race? I don't think he has.
Not that I've known about. No. Yes. Just before we start, a couple of housekeeping notices to go through. Dab Clan is the only driver with a qualifying ban. As this is a rerun of the original race, we have kept the same penalties that would have been enforced that day, and the only one still available is Dab Clan's qualifying ban. He is allowed to go out on track to test some tyres, to get a feeling for the track, etc., but he's not allowed to set any lap time. Doing so will result in disqualification. He will, very much so. So, first man out on track. It's the American, well, one of the fair few Americans in here, I think. Yeah. It's Callie, and Dabclad's retired there, and that's fair enough. That'll be in the pit lane.
Go make a couple, lad.
Yep.
You're at 16 minutes.
Speaking of, what beverage have you gone for this evening?
I have gone with an alcoholic beverage.
Have you?
It's the finale. I've gone with just a boring standard Copperberg, which is of the strawberry and lime variety.
Right, so you've gone for cider. I've not gone for alcoholic. As you'll know, but most people won't. I've had quite a heavy weekend, so I'm going to lay off for tonight. But we'll see who'll be sipping on the champers afterwards. Both championships are still alive. The Constructors' Championship is more or less a foregone conclusion. There's still a couple of the guys well, it's between Haas and Toro Rosso.
Yes, indeed.
And Toro Rosso can only lose it if Haas gets. I think no, I think they can still score points, but not that many. Let me get it up. I know that Haas need a 1-2.
Oh.
Haas definitely need a 1-2 to get any chance of a win. Yes.
That will be pushing the boat out, I think.
Well, I'd hope so. So yeah, Haas are currently 33 points behind.
Ooh. So not as many as I thought.
No. It's 152 points for Toro Rosso and 119 for Haas. So to get themselves completely out of range, Toro Rosso need to score 11 points tonight. But that's only if Haas go 1-2.
And Kelly with 1:15.6 is our first lap time of this evening.
Certainly is. He was on stream for that whilst we were going through the Constructors' Championship. So yeah, like we say, Toro Rosso need 11 points to guarantee themselves the Constructors' title. So they can do that with either third or fourth finish for one of the drivers.
And now this is where the complicated bit gets in.
Yeah, the Drivers' Championship. Let's find someone who's on a lap at the moment. Justin's gone quickest with a 1:15 flat. That's on ultra soft tyres as well, so we might be seeing...
Oh, he's doing it again, Danny. He's doing it again.
Matrix. 115.2 on the hardest super soft tyres. The three compounds we've got are hyper softs, ultra softs, and super softs. So they are the hard tyre.
I think Dan is on that.
Yes.
Our championship leader.
Yeah, coming round to finish his lap, I believe. On hyper softs, goes second, 115.1. Blank, new fastest, 14.6.
Ooh.
So
Someone's throwing down the gauntlet early tonight.
he is. Down there getting out of the way of Blank, but he doesn't need to. He's just finished his lap.
In our Drivers' Championship, there's still 3 drivers that can win Tier 3. Dan is already promoted.
He is. He's the only driver that's promoted.
He's on 107, Perry's on 95, and Matrix is on 89. So Dan can finish 3rd if Perry wins. He can finish 3rd.
Yeah. If Dan finishes 3rd or higher, he's guaranteed the championship.
And if Matrix wins it, I think Dan's got to finish 6th or 7th. He's winning that way.
It's not outside the realms of possibility for any of those guys.
Nope.
There is another battle we need to talk about, which is the promotion battle, because there's 3 drivers battling for 2 places.
Yes, there is.
Like we said, Dan is already promoted to Tier 2. That's Dan Robbo, by the way, not Dan Hilton. And the other 3 guys, that's Perry in 2nd place, Matrix in 3rd, and Varamir, who we're on board with currently in 4th position, can all gain.
So can Ross, actually.
Can he?
Yeah, Ross is on 66 points and Matrix is on 89, so it's a long shot, but he can still mathematically do it.
If he wins in Matrix DNFs, I'll take it. Or finishes 10th or 9th. Ooh,
that's the one.
Interesting. So, 4 drivers even battling for 2 promotion spots is what we need to keep our eyes out for tonight. We will run you through the different permutations as we're going through. We'll try and do some live maths, which I don't know about you, mate. It's not going to be good for me.
It's not going to be good, especially if the races was what it was like last time.
Yeah, I was really happy with the last one. I think we did well with commentary last time, and then these guys all said they wanted to rerun it. So
there was let's just say some incidents and some speeding under the safety car glitches apparently. So you know.
Yeah. So we've well, the drivers themselves all elected to rerun. Oh, Varamir's lost it! Ooh, coming through the S section.
He's held it very well.
New underwear, please, for that Mercedes driver.
Excuse me.
I think we'll see him dive into the pits now as well. So we'll go and pick someone else to follow round and see if they make a mistake. You going with Ross?
Yeah, because Ross is coming into the last sector now. Into the stadium sector.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, Matt. Dominic's got us covered. Cos Superfan's got his spreadsheet out. Go on, son.
Oh, yes.
You keep dropping. You keep drip feeding us.
Into a commentary stint at some point next season.
He does. We need to get him involved because the lad never misses anything. Oh, Varamir's DRS is stuck open. That's why he lost it.
Stuck open? I've never had that.
I've had it fail when it's shut. I've had it fail when it's open as well, actually. It depends how much rear wing you're running, because sometimes it doesn't actually make that much of a difference unless you're in high-speed corners. But obviously, it made a big difference for him there, losing the back end. Ross has come into the pits, so he must have been validated, or he just wasn't happy with the lap time. Who can we go to next?
I know Callie's on the lap on the ultra soft tyres.
Callie on a lap. Liam's on a lap as well on the ultra softs at the moment. Let's go on board through the S section. A bit of understeer for him. That's not going
to point out. Sorry, Danny. One thing key to point out is that we've had the tyre temp patch recently. So
yes.
and this is a very high demanding circuit.
Yeah, is it now puts tyre
tires.
wear in at the forefront of people's minds?
Rather than tyre temp, so...
So Liam goes across the line, 116.1 on the ultra soft tyres for him, moves him up to P9.
Caddy didn't improve, or invalidated.
We've got championship leader coming into the stadium section. Number 13 on the Haas. Been lucky for him so far this season. Will it stay that way?
That is his lucky number as well.
I think he ran wide on the final corner there, but we'll soon see. He did, yeah, he improved. Oh, he improved his time though. Whether it stayed, I'm not so sure.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. No, because he's on the ultra softs at the moment.
Speaking of invalidation, we achieved the highest penalty time penalties even.
We did.
Was it 24?
It was 24 seconds around here. I can't remember who it was now.
So we can't throw you under the bus, so you're
No, we can't. We can't drop you in it. But 24 seconds is the one at the moment. That's the record we've got. 30 is the maximum you can get before you're disqualified. So hopefully we won't see anybody get that tonight. You never know though. They might do.
I still like how Matrix and MP Motorsport are all both sitting there on the Supersofts and Racer.
Yeah, the two Williams guys definitely going to go for a one-stop if they're starting on those tyres. Matrix as well. Now, I'm just wondering whether Dan up there on the Hypersofts, trying to improve his time to get onto Ultrasofts, I wonder if that was a tactical ploy to go for a one-stop, which would help him.
He's coming on those Ultras.
Yeah, he will do, 'cause that's the lap he invalidated on. I think that'll have knackered the qualifying run for them, unless he wants to try and stretch a set of super softs an extra lap and then put another run on them, but that's up to him. If he feels he can do it, then it might be worth a go. It's just whether he can improve that time.
I'm just watching Justin now finish his first sector after the second DRS deployment zone.
So I'm watching Sygate come into the stadium section. He's a 10th down on his best at the moment, but he might be able to claw it back through here with some neat turning. Out of ERS as he comes out of the final corner. He does improve. He gained a 10th and a half through that final sector. Moved himself up to P7 ahead of Racer.
I would love to tell you how Justin's doing, but the game's not helping me out.
No, it's not put that up, has it? I just saw that. For a sector 2 time, we'll soon find out. As he's coming around the final corner. Powers for the line, keeps it tight. He was 8 tenths up. Yeah, that's a monstrous lap time. 14.1 if he didn't cheat anywhere.
I was just having a look to see the times we were looking at last time. Right?
Yeah. I'm going to go on board with Ross. 27.544 is the time through the second sector. That's what we're looking for. It'll flash up in the top right of the screen when he gets to the split line, which is just down the end of this straight here. He might have invalidated there by running wide, but we'll soon find out. 27.544. Has he?
Yes, he has.
Oh. Oh, Sygate maybe getting in the way of the McLaren there. We'll see what that. Ross, quickest, 113.9.
And you know what? That's very similar to the pole time he got last time out. That's a
monster lap compared to everybody else.
Sorry, I tell you that, he got 13.8 was his pole time.
13.8 from last time round, so he's a 10th off at the moment. I think he'll be pretty happy with that.
Looking at the times compared to last time, there's a lot of sandbagging going out of there. A lot of sandbagging.
Either that or, well, as you know, in this league we spend the week preparing for each race, and then once we've gone past it we sort of leave it behind and don't ever touch it again until it comes back around. So these guys might be a little bit rusty around here. It's always a possibility if they've finished their final race in Abu Dhabi and then taken a bit of a break.
Let's put it this way, Justin is sitting with 15.04 and a 15.04 would have put him P11.
Ouch.
The first time we did it.
Fair play. I know one driver that'll be a little bit rusty is Liam down in P10 because he was with me all weekend.
So no practice or whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking tonight is mainly going to be, the guys on the hypers will be a two-stop strategy. Would be my thinking.
I think the two-stop is probably your safest. That's going hypers, ultras. There is a one-stop option. I don't know how effective it will be now that those tyre changes have come into force.
Quick question. Has
Fire
Perry
away.
been out at all? He's only just coming out. He's only just coming out. I've not said this is the first time I've seen him all session.
I think it is.
He's on the ultra soft tyre.
Ultra soft. Been biding his time, watching what the other guys are going for.
I've just seen Dominic's stats in the
Has he put them in the chat?
in the comments.
I
Many
need to jump back.
permutations, I like it.
Has he done him all? Oh, good lad. You get some of them read out. Give the lad some credit.
Ross can be promoted if he finishes P1, Barrymore finishes P3 or lower, and Matrix finishes P10 or lower. For the battle promotion. If Perry's P2 and Dan is P7, it's a draw. If Perry wins, Dan must finish P3. So, and that'll be because of more wins.
Yeah.
If Perry needs to win, Perry's got a win. He can finish as low as P3, hoping that Dan gets less than P9 and Matrix doesn't win. And Matrix can win if he needs to finish P1, Dan P7 or less, and Perry cannot win.
Ooh. Big lock up for Perry into turn 1. Might not have lost him too much time though. Let's see what his sector time is across the first split. Heading down towards the corner.
I don't want to throw him off, but Dan's only just managed to cross the line there. Starts that.
He'll be fine, he'll get round. He's planned to perfection, so he'll be the last car to cross the line.
Yep.
Perry will probably be... well, he's the first one we'll be watching. He's given himself one attempt at this.
And you know what? Racer's right behind him. No, it's not. It's not Racer. It's the other. It's Mercedes.
It's Mercedes, but I think he's finished his lap because he got out of the way.
I don't think he has.
Perry into the stadium section. We'll soon find out. If he hasn't, it was silly of him to sit that close behind. Perry coming out of the final corner on the ultra soft tyres. Goes to P4, 114.5.
Oh, invalidated. Justin got 114.3. Oh no.
So you shouldn't sit behind another car like that. Like, sure you get the tow here, but when you get into that S section,
Dan's just finishing a lap now, and Dan's gone with a 114.5, but he's invalidated it as well.
Yeah, so he's going to stay P7 at the moment.
Ross just cruises into the pits.
He doesn't need to improve. He's already there. The only
Dan Hilton's in the pits now as well.
That's it then.
That is qualifying over.
Right, so your starting order, there it is. Ross takes pole position, 113.9, significantly faster than Matrix in P2, Motorsport P3, Perry P4, Blank P5, Justin 6, Dan 7, Varamir 8, Racer 9th, Callie 10th, Cygate 11th, Liam 12th, Dan Hilton 13th, and Dab Klein of course didn't set a time because he has a qualifying ban. He will start 14th. Of course that top 10 there are stuck with the tyres you can see on screen. Quite a mix actually in there between the Hypersoft and the Ultrasoft. None of them starting on the Supersoft though. They all bailed out of that one. So, like I said, there we go. Top 10 drivers on the tyres that they qualified on, as you can see there, and then anyone from 11 to 14, those 4 guys can choose whatever tyre they want.
5 Hypersoft runners as it stands if they were to choose the same tyre they qualified on.
Yeah, I would guess that anyone starting on the Hypersoft is going to do a 2-stop. I might be wrong, there might be a 1-stop in there.
As long as you can control the tyre well.
Yeah, you'd have to manage the hypers.
That's not the only thing they'll be managing. They'll be managing fuel tonight as well.
Yes, fuel will be
fuel dependent circuit.
Fuel will be a major factor for anybody who usually runs overfueled. They're going to have to run even more so, and for guys who normally run underfueled, they'll have to do a lot of saving because the track is at such a high altitude. The amount of fuel the engines use to burn efficiently and to produce the same amount of power as normal is significantly more than any other circuit. So the guys usually will have to do some fuel saving. It actually burns excess fuel just to do a normal lap in standard fuel, so we'll see what happens for them.
Yeah, so if you run standard fuel for 36 laps, you need 3 laps of fuel. So I've been told.
All the guys down the bottom seem to have started on the same tyre. The only one we didn't know was Dabclan. He started on the Ultrasofts.
Let's get some quick race predictions.
Yes, race predictions in the chat, everybody.
Viewing us from home. Or at work, or wherever you are in the world. So we've got a few American drivers. So that'll be what? 4 o'clock? 5 o'clock?
Depending on the time zone. Either 5, 4 or 3.
So early afternoon.
Stephen in the chat going for Matrix, MP and Perry for the podium. I can't look much past Ross for this, if I'm being brutally honest.
Racer and Caddy have been disqualified.
Have they bumped into each other?
Yes, they have.
Oh dear.
Hopefully it's not a sign of things to come.
Hopefully so. I'm going to have a glug of my non-alcoholic beverage just to loosen up the vocal cords for this. Yes, Stephen, Ross is on hypers. You can see those two miscreants there waiting for the rest of the grid to reappear. No worries, Dominic. You crack on. We've got enough detail there.
You provided enough information. Here we go.
Here we go. 3, 4, 5 lights. We've got the tier 3 glitch again. It happens every week. We're waiting for him to go. There we go. We're away in Mexico. Oh, it's actually we're off the start at the moment. Ross seems to have got away well. Matrix not so great for him. He's getting squeezed up there. We've got the worst camera angle in the world, but there we go. Better angle down towards turn 1. Ross has held the lead quite aggressively, but he's done it. Dabclan's out already. Well, that's a
And
new
Dan
record, I
has been
think.
very good. Oh, and Liam's round.
Liam's round at the back.
Dan's round.
Dan's round. Oh no!
And it's the false India.
And that's Cali round as well. Dan, significant wing damage on that Haas. He's going to have to come in and give himself a set of super softs, I would have thought. Now that changes things.
And Matrix and Perry. Oh, Perry. I need to have a look from Perry's point of view here.
Perry's all good. I want to have a look at Matrix. He's got front wing still from that starting instant with Ross. It's a little bit squeezed, but they all seem to have gotten through okay.
Diamond's the one that's made the jump.
Oh yes,
replay.
Position change. There we go. The big movers. Varamir, Liam.
Don't break. Make sure. Yeah, good.
He's in. Dan Hilton's in, but he's got a 5-second stop and go.
Speeding into pit lane.
So those are the three guys involved in that incident. Supers it is for Dan. I don't know how far they'll go. But if I was him, I would go to maybe lap 21, 22, then put on some ultra softs and try and make his way back up the grid. He'll be praying now that Ross and Motorsport can do him a favour from these two behind, and as long as Matrix is ahead of Perry, that's doing him some good as well. Oh, Ross running wide, puts himself under unnecessary pressure. Can he get back into this?
Remember, if Matrix wins, Perry finishes second, Dan can finish 7th. So
it's not all over for him yet.
And there's 13 runners. We've seen less before.
We have seen less finish than this before. Absolutely right.
Although the battle for 5th is heating up.
Battle for 5th, we'll jump to it.
Varamir train.
Certainly is. Look at that, just a stream of new fastest laps there from that leading group that they're pulling away now from Varamir.
Sorry, Danny, I would go to the front.
I have done. Ross defends the inside. Motorsport's behind him. Is he going to go for it? He's going for the outside. Ross is able to defend it for now. Matrix just sitting there. I bet he's grinning inside that helmet like a Cheshire cat, waiting for these two just to run each other off the road and slip through. And then Perry behind them as well.
Race around the outside of Blank, great move.
Certainly look like it. We're on board with Varamir now, with Racer right behind him. And we've got
Paddy with 5 seconds for speed in the pit lane.
And Callie's retired.
So that's another thing.
That's another man down. 12 runners remaining.
Liam made up 3 places and is staying with the group.
He is. He's with this leading group. He just needs to keep himself calm, keep himself together. He can do some damage here.
Top 10 separated by, I would say, less than 8 seconds by the looks of things. Very close. And Ross, there we go, our first one. 3-second time penalty.
First man on the wall of shame. I think we're going to see Racer get past Varamir here. I'm going to go on board with him as we head down towards turn 1.
We should keep an eye on the lead. Here we go.
Here we go. You do watch the lead. Racer's pulled out early. No. They shouldn't have done that. Varamir's gone inside. Racer late on the brakes. He's going to hang it round the outside of him. Great move. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. Great overtake from Racer. Gets himself up to P6. Now he can go chasing after the other Mercedes. Or can he? Will Varamir fight back here into turn 4? Not quite. Racer defends the inside line. And that should be his position until next time round.
Dan's just letting know everyone he's still here. Fastest lap time.
Fastest lap time for him on super softs as well. He's pushing hard. He needs to do that.
What's the pit window? What is it? 25.
It's 22
seconds?
to 25 seconds, I think. Oh, Kelly didn't have his wing fixed in the pit lane when he came in. That's really it's real unfortunate for you, mate. It's a shame. We'd love to still have you here.
It's just now a gap developing between the top 4 and 5th to 10th.
Let's go on board with MP as we're closing in on the McLaren. Ross feigned left, race has gone round him. Is it going to be a repeat?
MP's gone round.
He's hung it round the outside. Carbon copy of his teammates' move from a lap ago. And assuming he can defend from Ross into turn 4.
He can fight back, though.
He could, but MP's going to have DRS. Holds the position and holds the lead. MP Motorsport takes the lead.
Whoa, that is a very aggressive defensive move by Cygate there.
Cygate
did come back across.
In the braking zone.
The squeeze, I think it's the squeeze. Hard defending.
Hard defending. As long as it's fair, I'm not bothered either way. It's good to watch. So I'm just going to nip back up and we'll keep an eye on who should we want to watch. Matrix, I think, maybe the next one to watch. He could go for Ross. The other thing I want to look at is the tyres that everybody's on, because Ross is now going to start to lose out to those around him because they're all on ultra softs.
Yeah, Ross and Blank are the only ones still on hyper softs, and Blank has come in.
Dan's the second man on the list. 3 seconds. Ross is going to try and sling it round the outside. Not quite going to work. Will he get the drive out of these two corners? No, he goes deep into turn 2.
No, that means Matrix get a better drive.
It certainly does. Ferrari does have DRS, but so does the McLaren, and that'll let him defend. And all this time, Perry's just sitting behind these guys.
Is he back? He did back off for that. He was about a second behind, and then he's.
If he's got the stream open, he'll know what's happened to Dan. He'll know that he's down towards the back end of the field, and he'll know that right now, P4. How many points is P4? 12, isn't it?
Yep.
If we scroll back up to Dominic's permutations,
P4 is not a no. I don't know. Can't find it.
I don't think it is. He needs to get to 3rd.
Yeah.
He needs 3rd place.
And on your assumptions from earlier, those on hypers will be 2 stopping because Blank is coming for ultra softs.
Has he?
Yeah.
Did he start on hypers?
Yes, he did.
Right. He stopped a little bit early. I would have thought they would try to get to at least lap 7. I'd say somewhere between.
I think he wanted some fresh air because he was around the racer Varamir Cygate.
Scrap,
contingent.
yeah. I think we could see a move here from Liam. Down towards turn 4. We'll go on board and assist the Haas. Got the Renault in front, closing in. Goes to the inside, brakes late. Fights with him, but Cygate's going to have the inside for the next corner. Liam's going to try and do around the outside. Valiant effort, but not quite got the execution. You have to sit behind him for one more lap.
Ross's tyres are going.
Yeah,
I think 1.5 seconds now off the lead.
He's going to have to stop now. Look at Matrix behind, desperate to get through. He knows that Motorsport's going to get away from him. And that's going to leave him as a sitting dot for Perry, because he's not going to have DRS after this one lap. Because he will get past Ross this lap. Is Ross coming in, or is he keeping going? He's going to try and stretch them for a 1-stop. He has to. Look how early Matrix can get that move done now. Ross will try and fight back, but the lack of DRS is not going to help him.
Well, Varamir's going to make the move on Liam. Liam defends to the inside, Varamir's gone to the outside. Renault just up in front.
Hang on, how did Varamir get down there?
I have no idea.
What happened to Varamir? He was up in P7 and now he's down in P9 and he's not stopped yet.
Must be struggling. Yeah, struggling with tyres. There's a few of them dropping off because Justin's now leaving Racer for dead at the moment.
So there's no wing damage on that Mercedes. He must have just had a moment somewhere.
And that Cygate lot at the moment is going to come around where Dan is when they pit.
He should do,
The man on the move is Justin.
Closing the gap to
Oh,
the
he tried to
leading.
go down the inside into the right-hander into the stadium section. That would have been brave.
I think I just caught the end of it. Ross now under pressure from Perry, keeping him away from the lead. And once he gets clear of that McLaren, which he'll do now, unless Justin can get him. Lap 8 for Justin, lap 8 for Ross even. Let's go on board with Justin. He's got DRS, so's Perry in front of us in the Toro Rosso. Is there enough straight line speed in that Mercedes? Is he going to throw one late on the brakes? No, he thinks better of it. Big lock up from the both of them there into turn 1.
But there's a gap between Blank and Dan. She's going to get out in front of Blank, I think.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Here comes Blank. He's going to have the overspeed. He's pushed hard on that outlap. He's got no ERS battery. What tyres is Ross on? Ultra soft, so he's 2 stopping. I would expect to see him back in around lap 22.
Yep, I would say so as well.
But he's got to defend from Blank at the moment, and these two seem like the best battle to watch.
Oh, Sygate, big moment.
Big moment for Sygate. He's still on track, but Liam's now right back under the wing.
Lost the back end, come out the last bit of the F section.
Can you keep an eye on Blank and Ross for me?
Yes, I will.
Okay. So while I watch these two, let's go on board with Liam. I just love watching how much overspeed you can get with the DRS. If you just stick in behind your opponent. Is he going to be close enough to sling one at the inside?
Dan Hilton has retired. 2 and 3. So we're down to 11 runners, people.
Yeah. Oh, Liam, much better drive out of that corner. Had to stop before he went into the back of the Renault. This could be it. We'll go to the broadcast camera. Going up the inside. He's going to have to be late on the brakes. He's been aggressive and he's through. He's made the move. Great overtake into P6. Doing his job for the Haas boys at the moment.
Sygate's going to stick with him.
He is. Oh, he runs wide there.
Track's not out there, buddy.
Matrix has closed the gap up to the leader.
Yeah.
And he's now within DRS range. I don't think he's going to get close enough. Not quite. Not quite close enough. Although he's closed up by 2/10 down that straight.
Yeah,
and he
Sygate could get past Liam again.
Sygate back
it's round 3.
Round 3. He's gone round the outside. Cuts across and retakes the position, and he'll have DRS now to defend it.
Yeah, and Liam's got a better drive again.
Much better drive from him. Just tuck in behind, lad. Tuck in behind. Look, the DRS advantage is so big. But to be fair to Liam, he's got such better drive out of low speed corners than that Renault. But the dirty air he's getting is just throwing him all off.
I wouldn't be surprised if Matrix makes a move down the start finish straight.
I would agree with you. We'll jump back to them. The leading pair. We're starting to approach Ultrasoft qualifiers pit window. Any time from lap 12, I would say. 14, I think, is the ideal time for them. That'll be where they're trying to get to, but
Varamir's pitted. Justin's pitting.
Matrix is going to get him here. He's got the overspeed, goes to the inside. He should squeeze him wide. Does so, and Liam comfortably takes the lead. Liam's in the pits, so is Justin. They're going for the undercut.
Gone out on Ultrasofts.
What did he qualify on?
Ultrasofts.
So he's definitely 2-stopping then. He's going to come in again.
He's going that way, okay.
Probably come out on hypers. Whether he's got enough time then.
Liam's done the same thing as well. And so is Varamir.
Oh, interesting. Now then. Well, that could throw
Dan
up.
is in the points.
He's in the points, but as it stands right now, he would finish second by 1 point to Perry.
It's whether or not, how long can he keep those tyres going?
And he'd potentially
Can he
finish
get
third
through
at this rate.
Oh, MP's got a much... What's happened to Matrix? Got a shocking exit.
He did. It's purely a drag race, but MP's got the DRS. And he retakes the lead. I was watching Matrix at that point, but I was looking down at the chat to see if anything had happened. I didn't see why he got the poor drive.
Stayed out in front of Perry.
Have his tyres gone off? Look at the gap already.
And Blank has come. Blank's out ahead of Perry. So is Justin.
Is Dan going to get out ahead of him?
No, Justin's done the undercut.
Justin's done the undercut on Perry. Ooh, some nice tactical work there.
So has Ross. Ross has got a 7-second gap, which he didn't have before over Perry.
Hmm.
He has now. Yeah, you're right. Matrix is just losing time.
I think his tyres have gone off. Well, I think we might see him come.
Unusual for him.
It is. Yeah, look, he's not.
Yeah, back end is squirming. Look at that.
Hmm.
And he comes.
Did he? Ah.
Ross has got past Saigo around the outside into the stadium section. That is.
Matrix is in, and he's one stop in. He's onto supers.
Did we ever doubt it?
Well, you never know. Sometimes it can go for the more extreme option, which would be a two-stop.
Which means Ross is out in front. Blank's gonna get out in front, and Justin and Perry.
There we go. We can see Perry in the background. I'm not sure Perry's going to do it because Matrix has got DRS.
He's going on the outside. He's going on the outside of
He's going to try it, and he's going to have warmer tyres. Can he do it? Great move from Perry if he can make it work.
Matrix
he does.
That is
fair racing from the two of them. It's not over yet, though. They've both got DRS that could come back.
It's the Williams 1-2, ladies and gentlemen.
It is at the moment. But you've now got the complicated matter. They're both on the same strategy. Who pits first? Yeah. You'd have to say it's MP.
They've got a 7-second window, so they may get away with it double stacking.
No, they won't. I don't know why, but the game doesn't allow stacked stops. Oh no! No, this could be awful.
Let's have a look. It's not horrendous, but it wasn't great.
He's lost a lot of time there. He's lost a good 2 or 3 seconds there. They're both out on super softs. They're both one stopping.
I'm going to look because I think Dan's going to even leapfrog him as well, to be fair. It's going to be close.
We're on board. He's going to get through. He's out in front. Raceworld's up back in behind. I would anticipate that that will not be a very long-lived lead for Dan, considering his laps at his tyres even are 13 laps older.
He's got a championship equation to be thinking about.
Unless Liam behind him on the ultra softs can close up to Racer and put him under pressure.
Just in 3 seconds, because it's getting very tasty. He's in the middle of a Toro Rosso sandwich.
He is. Ross back out in front, look. Oh, Justin going around the outside. That was... Oh.
Blank was parking it because he knew Perry's there.
He's parking it for Perry, but he's causing more harm than good here. There's some contact in there. Yeah, and Matrix is going to close in on these guys. He was... Oh.
Here we go. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be 3 wide at one point coming down into the
might even
corner.
be 4 if Matrix has got a good drive. Justin's definitely going to get blank.
Bracy's going to get Dan as well.
And I would imagine Blank's going to let Perry up the inside here. Oh, no, he doesn't. I'm going to stick with these guys at the front. So Justin's now clear into second place. I'll jump back, the two Toro Rossos. Blank staying on the inside. They know as they are right now. It's a done deal. That's a shocking piece of work there from the Toro Rossos, and it's made a right hash of it. Matrix snuck his way through. Blank parked it.
And you know what? FP Motorsport has now been able to catch up as well because of all this.
He has. Blank parked it on the inside. Matrix saw his opportunity, took it round the outside, and the two came together. Blank now has wing damage.
And with MP Motorsport
breathing down his neck. Blank will now have to stop.
Not gonna lie, I'm waiting for a multi-21 over at Haas.
I don't think they'll get one. I think the multi-21 will be hold position.
Blank's in.
Because as it stands now, Dan finishing P8.
He knows Liam's going to have to stop again. So, there's no point.
Yeah, but he's going to have to stop again, I think. Blank's in for his new front wing, and he's going on to super softs. So that's him going to the end now.
That's some weird animation. We've got him reversing out the pits, into the pit box, through the pit box, and back out of it.
Hopefully I didn't have that. So we've got Matrix now chasing down Perry. Justin's gone wide! And that's allowed Perry into second place. Oh, it's all getting interesting now.
Perry P2, Dan's got to finish P7. Oh, I don't know.
Now there needs to be a Haas multi-21.
It's only if he's holding up. I don't think he is.
He's not at the moment. No. And Liam does have to stop again. Whether Dan can make it to the end and be competitive on those tyres.
Your guess is as good as mine.
If he can do 5 more laps, he could change onto a set of ultra softs and at least then push towards the end. If he can get himself to lap 22.
I don't want to be in his shoes.
No, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes either. Matrix closing in on Justin up there for the final podium position.
Yeah. Well, Justin's still hanging on to the back of Perry despite that, and they're also closing in on Ross as well. And Ross, don't forget, has a 3-second time penalty.
Mitch is in the chat. He says, "What have I missed over the last 6 laps?"
Carnage, everything. Drama.
You've missed a couple of interesting strategy calls. You've missed some bodged team orders by Toro Rosso, which caused Blank to get some wing damage and has put him at the back of the field.
Interesting team orders at Haas.
Yeah, there's been a multi-2-1 at Haas.
Front wing damage for multiple. Well, for, I think it was Cali.
That was lap 1. He's only missed the last 6, I think.
Oh, he missed the last 6.
Justin's next on the penalty board. And I think Matrix is going to get him here.
At the Haas situation, Liam is being told to pull down along with him.
Potentially, but he's now outside the DRS range as Matrix goes for the move up the inside of Justin into turn 1. It's a battle of the late breakers. Justin hangs it round and he'll hold position, but he'll have a poor drive towards turn 4. This is where the Ferrari will get him. He should do.
Oh,
Justin goes left. He's squeezing. Who's going to be late on the brakes? It's Matrix this time, but now he's going to have the advantage to be on the inside there, and that should be his position, and is. He's up to P3. But if he wants to win the championship, he needs to get ahead of Perry.
Right, Varamir's lost it, back ends and spun round, and he's hit the wall. No.
Is he out of the race?
No, he's got, I would say, what can be described as red front wing damage.
I don't think he has, you know. There's still elements sticking out of that. I don't think it's quite as bad as that. He'll definitely need to stop, but...
He was lucky to stay in, let's put it that way.
Oh, that's interesting. We saw he had a loose back end in qualifying, but
gap out front has come down considerably.
yeah, Ross's tyres will be starting to go off now as he's coming towards the end of that stint. He's got 2 laps to go on them before he needs to stop again. But Perry all over the back of that McLaren, right in the gearbox. Poor drive though, got a lot of wheel spin coming out of turn 3. That's compromised his attack towards turn 4. But he doesn't need to go anywhere. As it stands right now, he is champion. Barame has retired.
So we have 10 runners.
Everybody's getting points.
Yeah.
Matrix going for it!
Double move. Contact.
No, and he's round
as well.
No, he went for the dive.
Drama. He went for the double overtake.
If he pulled that off, it would have been spectacular. But as it turns out, it's gone against him. His front wing's okay. His tyres will be a bit warm, but he's got a nice long straight now to cool them down. That was incredible. Have they all got? He's got none. No. Justin's front wing's okay. So's Perry's. Is Ross's all good? Yep.
Yeah.
All of them have escaped there with no damage. That move was audacious. Perry is on ultra softs.
I could use another word for it, but I don't think I'm going to.
Oh, Perry going for it! No! Contact there as well!
With Ross and Perry sideways and Justin...
Oh, Justin's lurking behind. If I was Perry, I'd give that position back, but...
I'm going to have to check the old damage situation once again.
Oh, I'll do it now. Ross' front wing is fine, Perry's is fine. I'm really not sure about the legality of that move. I think that position should be returned. And the longer he waits, the more likely he is to get overtaken by Justin.
MP Motorsport and all this is right on the back of them all.
He doesn't need to get past them either. He can just stay there, let them drag him along.
So as it stands, with
Perry... Oh, a little bit of contact between Ross and Perry, and again, those two not seeing eye to eye at the moment. And then we've got Justin and Motorsport behind, scrapping for P3. This is incredible stuff for the lead.
Championship scenario, but it's going to change too much in the next couple of laps. Oh,
Ross has held the lead again from Perry.
The back of MP Motorsport.
Ross has got wing damage on the right hand side. That's going to really hurt him through here.
I wouldn't be surprised if Perry's got some as well, to be fair.
I don't think he has. No, he hasn't.
So that is unbelievable.
It's really lucky for him.
And they've lost a second and a half to Matrix, who is now
closing in behind. Ross is going to have to stop now for ultra softs. He has to, and get a new front wing on. That's his only chance here.
MP Motorsport.
It's his only option. He's in.
Ross is in, and that means, oh, here we go.
Is this going to be Motorsport going for the lead?
Quite possibly. Well, the DRS is cancelling each other out.
Where does Dan need to finish if Perry finishes first? Motorsport going up the inside of Perry. Oh, he's holding it around the outside. Great move.
Oh, Dan got a 5-second stop. Go for speed in the pit lane.
That could be it all over for him.
Who knows?
Who does know? He is. That'll be him to the end.
Because it's going to change. They've got 14 laps left.
Yeah. Where does Dan need to finish now? Is it P7?
So it's 7th because Perry's in 2nd.
If Perry wins, where does he need to finish? Is it P5?
Yeah, I'm going to look at Dominique's. Thank you, Dominique, for your scenarios. If Perry wins, Dan must finish in P3. So it's a long shot to put it that way.
It is. The championship looks like it's slipping away. He'll be disappointed afterwards, but he needs to remember he's sealed himself promotion to Tier 2 and well before this event, and that's the main thing he wanted to do. Ross picks up 3 seconds as well. That'll probably be through the S's.
I know we haven't mentioned them much, but Liam and Sygate are 6th and 7th in the race, despite all this chaos that's been going on.
They are. Liam doing very well there for Haas. If Dan hadn't had the unfortunate start.
Perry's made the move for the lead. Sorry, Danny.
He has, yeah. I was watching it. I just didn't clock it. Don't know why. Motorsport needs to just sit there because he knows Perry has to stop again.
I didn't consider that. Yeah, Perry's got to stop again.
Perry does have to stop again, and that will put him out in P7.
I was going to say, he can't do 12 more laps on Ultra stuff, so surely.
You wouldn't think so. I've seen stranger things happen though.
Yep. I think Liam's just had a moment through the S section, but
this is the thing. If Perry is going to stop.
Coming.
Justin's in. He's going for another undercut.
Justin's going to be. Oh, I'm trying to do the maths here. 8th.
Is he? Liam's lost a lot of time.
Yeah, he had a moment, and also don't forget it's resyncing it.
Oh yeah, resync. Yeah, now he goes through on Justin.
Sygate, Blank, and Ross. And Justin's just in front on Hypersofts.
Oh, Sygate weaving across the track, but there's an ominous sign. Dan, fastest lap.
Ross has gone far too deep. Ross has gone straight through.
He's gone straight through. Oh, he has. He's lost it completely. Oh, and there's some wing gone. He just locked up and went straight on. Oh no.
And Dan's just seen that. That's 9. Oh Ross, what happened, son? What happened?
He's done well. He's not retired in there. He should take it back to the pits and retire there if he's going to. I would hope he would just carry on because he's guaranteed a point.
Justin's so much quicker than Liam on the newer tyres.
He's going to get him into the stadium.
Yeah,
Sweeps round.
Blank and Sygate.
Liam, another 3 seconds for him. That's a lot of time.
I expected Perry to drop
and Liam's in.
MP by now. Oh, 5 seconds stop going.
I think this is a ploy. If he can get out if he goes on a Hypersofts and he can get out in front
no,
he needs to get himself out so he's ahead of Perry, or at least in a position to attack him. He's got to get himself out, and quickly.
Ross is in.
And Ross is retired. Yeah, that's fair play from Ross. He's done well. He was unlucky to having made that mistake, but he's kept his head and he's taken it back to the pits. So there's respect for that. I want to see what's the gap to the leader from Liam. Oh no, not a chance. No, not a chance. He's getting out to do any damage to Perry.
What you were thinking?
It was from where he was. There was just enough time, but
Perry. Well, Perry's in. Perry's in.
Perry's in now from the lead. That's Motorsport going ahead of him. Matrix will go ahead of him. Racer will get ahead, and so will Justin. Blank will be right with him.
Coming round.
I don't think they'll get him. But we'll go on board with Justin down the pit straight. It's the fastest lap of the race from Justin. Where's Perry?
Justin gets ahead of Perry. Blank's coming as well, but there's going to be a multi-21 there.
There will be team orders. Blank is currently under-fueled, by the way.
And he's got no ERS either.
So, Perry in 5th. Where does Dan have to finish now?
I don't know, but Matrix is the one I'll be looking at because he's 2 seconds off the lead.
He is. Could Matrix turn all of this around? That's the next question.
I can't. Hang on.
Come on, lad, get your calculator out.
Bear with, I'm going to get the stream up on my phone and get the iPad and go on the website. Oh god, there's too much!
It's too much work for him to do. I'm going to have to jump out of the stream chat for a minute and have a look myself. So we'll go... Is there any battles taking place at the moment?
I'll keep an eye on the Matrix Motorsport.
There is the Cygate closing in on blank, maybe?
If anyone else at home wants to shed some light as well, that would help us.
Yeah, if anyone's done the maths.
Yes, you were right. Mitch, you were right. Perry did need to pit when he did.
Right, so as it stands right now, Matrix gaining 18 points.
That would be 107.
It's not enough. What do you get for finishing P5? Is it 10 points?
Doesn't matter because Dan's got 4 points because he's in 8th.
So Dan on 4 points takes him up to 111. Which means Perry
got 8 laps to get up to...
Perry needs...
So Dan's going to get 4... What's he going to get? 4 points. So he's going to be 111. Perry needs 16 points.
Perry needs to finish third.
Third.
No, second. Perry needs to finish second right now.
What, even with Dan? Oh, because...
Yeah, because... would it be only... Well, no, he needs 16. Third's only 15 points. He has to finish second if Dan stays 8th.
Driver!
And if that is the case... If Matrix wins, gets 25 points... Matrix will get it if he wins this.
There you go.
If Matrix gets ahead of Motorsport, he's won it. As it stands.
Well, he's won. What?
Matrix needs to win. If Perry and Dan stay where they are right now, and Matrix takes P1, he wins the championship. But he has to win the race. He has to catch that Williams, and he has to get through.
To go. We don't know who's going to win.
Oh, it's incredible.
I told you they provided us with entertainment for the half the season they've done, every single race, and we've not been disappointed. And we're still not disappointed because we still don't know who's going to win. It's incredible. Love it. Thank you for adding another tier to Cos. Thank you.
You're welcome. I did push for it, but even I didn't think it was going to be this good to watch. Oh, Mitch, why have you done that? Penalty situation.
Oh, no, please. Mitch, why?
What's the penalty situation? How much leeway does Dan need over Liam?
A few.
Do you want to have a look? Because that might end up being some team orders, getting Liam to drop off the back.
Liam's got like 5 penalties plus a stop. He's got 4 penalties on a stop go.
Right.
Dan's got 1 on a stop go.
1 on a stop go. So 8 seconds for Dan. Liam's well over the hill and far away.
Perry's got nothing. Matrix has got 2 penalties. Motorsport's got 2 penalties, but it's pretty much on 3.
Liam's just picked up another one, incidentally. What about Racer and Justin?
Racer's on 3 seconds.
Justin
is also on 9 seconds. Oh god, so Perry could still win this.
So Perry will jump to at least 4th as it stands right now.
Possibly 3rd.
What's Cygate's penalty situation?
Cygate's penalty. Oh my word!
Because Dan could jump to 7th if he can get close enough.
No, Cygate's got. I think Cygate's got less than Dan. Cygate has got less than Dan. He's got 1 penalty. He's literally just picked up.
Ah, okay, so Dan won't jump to P7. Perry might get up to third here.
Dan's
Excuse
got a
me.
penalty and a stop go. Stop go. When do you get the stop go?
First pit
May have
stop.
served it. Hang on.
Has he served it?
No, he wasn't. It's for his second stop. So he.
When did he pick it up? Lap 22.
Yeah, for a second stop. Mitch, why did you mention this? We had it all worked out. We didn't think
I
about
think it's safe to
penalties.
say Dan is finishing P8, so he will, assuming he doesn't crash, so that will be 111 points for Dan in the championship.
He was 6 seconds behind Cygate 3 laps ago. He's now 2.5 seconds, so he could still do it, and he's only
He
coming
could.
down.
He might get him.
And now Perry's catching the back of Justin finally.
Oh, this is getting too close to call. So if
Can I
Dan
just
stays
hide
P8,
somewhere? I don't want to look anymore.
Perry needs second, yes?
Oh,
As it stands right now. So
Perry needs
second,
and Dan needs 7th.
and Matrix needs to win.
Matrix needs to win.
Oh,
It's squeaky bum time wherever you go.
at least we can be sure that the three promotees, if you like, are now secured, because Varamir is out and so is Ross.
Yeah.
So Dan Robbo 2000, Perry the Dog 6 and Matrix 55 will be promoted to Tier 2 for next season. It's just who's going to be coming up as the champion of Tier 3. The other one, as it stands right now, Toro Rosso will be Constructors Champions.
And at the moment, I think Matrix is going to win at the moment on penalties. Oh God, no!
Matrix on penalties. But if Dan can get ahead of Cygate, who he's now within half a second of.
Did someone say it's hammer time or party mode? Because he's definitely upped it in the house at the moment.
We'll ride with him as he closes in on that Renault, and Blank's not too far ahead of him either.
Sorry, but Perry's on the back of Justin. He's got DRS into turn 1. Here we go.
This is going to be easy. Look at the overspeed on that. Perry gets ahead of Justin.
Oh, little lock up. Justin nearly on the back. So that's P4.
It is.
And
Dan now on Cygate. This should be for P7. He needs to get a lead pulled out. But in front of him is going to be the widest car he is ever going to have to try and overtake.
It's going to be Blank.
It's Blank. Not only is Blank a nightmare to get past at the best of times, but he's defending for Perry here. This is pure and simple.
And Perry's on the back of Racer and is getting the full dirty air treatment.
Perry's going to get P3 here.
Because it means Justin can now sit on the back of them as well.
It is. How far ahead of Cygate does Dan need to be? Is it 5 seconds?
It's like 5 seconds.
It's 5 seconds unless Cygate picks up another penalty. Perry's going to get Racer here into turn 1. We're probably getting way before turn 1. The one I want to keep an eye on though is Justin close enough?
No, Justin's too far back.
He is. Perry gets through on Racer, but can Racer fight back?
Probably not. I'd love to see him have a go, but I think the tyres have... Justin's picked up 3... Oh my God.
Justin another 3 seconds. If Justin keeps going, he might just play into the hands of Dan here. I know I'm stretching this.
And actually, Motorsport's the one you need to keep an eye on, because Motorsport's got the penalties. Perry's got none. Perry's got nothing.
Perry has nothing.
Has got he's got 2 and could get 3rd. Matrix can win. Perry could be finished in 2nd. Dan could. Oh God, no.
Oh, this is going to be too close to call. I don't want to have to try and work this out. So if Matrix... Perry needs to close up by another 7/10. If he does that, he will take the win. How many penalties has Matrix got?
Oh, let's have a look. Really quick. He's got 2.
2 for Matrix. That would put
Here we
him
go,
into P3.
The widest Toro Rosso that's going to be ever produced.
Dan needs to clear Blank now. He needs to get through, and then he needs to put the hammer down.
Whoa!
And he's not going to do it. He had a poor drive. Blank's giving that Toro Rosso everything it's worth. He's out of ERS.
He's got nothing. There's nothing there, Blake. Stop it. There's nothing there. Dan's got half a battery. Perry's in the window. Perry's in the window to finish second.
He'll take the win because Matrix has got 2 penalties.
Oh God, I don't like this anymore.
So, I don't. How many points are there? Is it for 7th?
He's got no. If Perry wins, that's it. Dan's too far behind.
So Dan needs what, P5 if Perry finishes 2nd.
He needs a Perry exceeding track limit in the next lap.
We can't, Stephen. This is just too good. No, he doesn't want to do it now. He needs to wait. This Blank's just going to get him back.
It depends how. Oh no, he's not. That Toro's
Yeah, but he's going to have DRS. Dan needs to put it into overtake here and defend for his life. He has done.
He knows it's coming. He knows it's coming.
Let's go on board with Blank. He's out of charge already, but has he already gained the overspeed? Not quite. Down up to P6. He's got a lap to try and get 5 seconds clear of Cygate behind him. I don't think he's not going to do it.
You never know. 3.7. We got MP coming into the stadium section meanwhile.
We'll jump across to watch. Oh, he's gone deep into the hairpin. No, don't do that.
Perry's there as well.
This is going to be close. Motorsport heads for the line. He will cross in 1st position. Will he stay there though? Matrix going to come across in 2nd. He doesn't jump in. Perry takes the win.
Perry wins.
And with it, you would expect the championship.
The championship, yeah.
This is the man we want to see.
Any other misdemeanor.
It's going to be close. He's going to
be very close.
Oh!
We don't even know if he's even going to put it off speed in 6th. We don't know.
He crosses the line 6th. Blank gets back ahead. Where's Cygate? 4.9. No, he takes it.
Oh no!
Cygate takes it away. Rips it out of his hands. What was the gap?
500.
500ths of a second.
I think even if he finished 7th, I think Perry would have won it anyway. 25 points.
And Liam's given up on the last lap, but
120. Yeah, no, Perry would have won it anyway. I think, possibly.
And Liam is the last car to cross the line in P9.
Drama.
Unbelievable.
T3.
So, your final order, pending Stewards' inquiries, of course, but we won't get into that mire for now. We'll just enjoy the moment. Perry is the winner, and as it stands, the Tier 3 Season 2 champion. Motorsport finishes in 2nd. Matrix got 3rd.
And it's a double as well, Toro Rosso with the
championship. It is, it's a Toro Rosso double. We'll get both of those guys in here, and we'll get our 3 promotees in for some interviews. You can see Racer finishes in P4, Justin 5th, Blank 6th, Cygate 6th, 7th. Dan finished in 8th after all of that by 59 hundredths of a second.
Hats off to Liam.
And that could make the difference. I can't be bothered to do the maths. Liam finished 9th and was and has a new penalty record at 36 seconds. Wow.
That's outstanding.
That's unbelievable.
Perry won, which is 25, 120. No, yeah, 120. Dan, what gets? Is it 8 for P7?
It's a 4 points for P8, so 111.
111. So even if he finished 7th, it wasn't enough anyway.
Absolutely unbelievable. Right, so next matter of business. Let's get these guys in for interviews. We're going to be inviting Perry, Matrix, Dan and Blank for interviews, as they are all the ones who have either won something or have been promoted. So if you guys have any questions for those four, get them in the chat. Normally I would invite MP Motorsport as well, but for today I think we'll stick with our championship contenders. We'll get them in here and have a chat.
Oh, God.
Evening.
Just hold on 2 seconds.
We'll wait for the other guys to join and then we'll have a chat.
Nice little chat.
And honestly, my heart's going after that. I need to lie down.
I need some air in this room. God.
Oh, brilliant. My share play doesn't start till lap 4, so I can't put a fucking thing in. That's always good, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be fine if you put a submission in, then we can request other people's footage as well.
Goddamn.
Right. As always, guys, just make sure your audio's set to be shared and then we'll crack on. Right. Are we all good? Alright, Mitch, I will do. Right, so we'll start off with the Toro Rosso boys. Congratulations, you two. You are Constructors Champions.
Thanks.
And as a token of your joy for that, Mitch has asked in the stream chat if you would both like to sing your national anthems.
I'm gonna take a pass on that. You don't want to hear me sing.
Fair enough.
I'll skip, but thanks for supporting us, to all the fans.
I'd love to listen to Blank
sign a
sing the
couple.
Canadian anthem in French, actually.
I don't know it in French. I'm not a real Quebecer.
Yeah, so we saw you guys have a bit of were there some team orders going on at one point? We thought we saw you holding someone up blank so Perry could get past him. I think it was Justin.
I had absolutely no pace whatsoever today. To be 100% honest with you guys, I finished work, got home, got 15 minutes of practice in. Knew my tires were shit, so I knew I had to just stay on the track, score points, at least get a constructors, and hope to God that Perry got the Drivers' Championship, and it turned out pretty well. Some good racing. I was a turtle though. All the work goes to Perry.
No, dude. There really wasn't any team orders. I think that was just kind of racing, and Blank was kind of defending, because Blank's a hard driver, so he'll defend his spot, even if, like you said, he doesn't have the pace. So I don't think there was really any team orders, except maybe, he kind of got out of the way for me a little faster. But I think that's just the way teammates kind of work, and that's kind of what these circumstances were as well. So.
Fair enough. And well, so you guys are Constructors Champion, so it's a Toro Rosso win for the Constructors in Tier 1 and Tier 3. Tier 2 they missed out on, but and it's also a Toro Rosso Drivers' Champion in Tier 1 and Tier 3, because Perry, you winning that race, considering Dan finished 8th, means you're the champion for Tier 3.
Yeah, thanks. It was a sweaty race, I'll tell you. I felt like, again, going into the race, I was kind of like Blank. I didn't really practice much here, and after you know, the whole failed thing, I was like, yeah, the key is just to not cut the track and don't get time penalties, and it kind of sucks being able to win that way. It really does. I'd rather have a nice battle with Matrix and MP and those guys, because I think they're, you know, great racers, and yeah, I knew I didn't really have the pace, and I didn't have a lot of confidence under braking and such, so I didn't really go for that many moves, and I just tried to hang around till the end of the race and see what happens, and that's kind of what it happened. So yeah, it was a fun drive from everyone. A couple nice battles with Matrix and with Justin. So yeah, a lot of fun though. Mexico is not my favorite track by any means, but you know, I'll take it when I can get it. So.
Yeah, well, you can go off and you can go buy some champagne and get yourself some celebrations going. And me and Matt will see you on track next season.
Oh yeah, for sure. I look forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be good fun. Move on to P2 Matrix. You finished P3 on track. I think I need to just check the standings. I'll say you finished 3rd on track, but I want to just check.
3rd, yeah, no, he's 3rd in the championship.
So 3rd in the championship. You've been promoted to Tier 2 as well. So we'll see you next year.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. How was it for you today?
It was fun race, I have to say. That I just wondering what was the Perry's second stint tire after the first stop?
I went ultra soft, and then I got on another set of ultras, and then I went hypers the last 9 laps.
So after first pit, so it was the ultras.
Yeah.
Okay, so that I messed a little bit up because I thought it's obvious that he have super soft. So I don't even check or looking. So I maybe pushed too hard in the behind Perry. I thought that he have good pace with the super soft. So there was a moment when I get the 3-second penalty, and I thought that it's now or never that I get the 6-second gain for Perry. So I passed him, but I contact with the Ross, I think it was, and I lost my wing. But yeah, I'm really happy with that the Perry win the championship, to be honest. So yeah, it was a fun race for me.
So we had fun watching you. We saw you go for that double overtake into the stadium section. That didn't quite work out for you, but
I tried to just pass the Perry because it was the moment, but I didn't know that Ross, I think he was struggling with the tire or something, and that he failed too early. So after I tried to pass, I knew that I tried just to pass the Ross too, but I didn't progress.
Yeah, it's a shame. We wanted that move to work out and we saw you go for it, but
I'm happy that the Perry win, to be honest. So congratulations. And I have to say one thing. I knew that there was a situation with the Perry and the Clank. I knew that they weren't talking to each other, and the Clank tried to block me a little bit, so I just tried to pass him as soon as I can. So nice through, man.
So just doing his bit.
Thanks, Matrix. Yeah, I saw you go for that move, and I was like, he might be able to get behind me in that turn, but I think he's gonna either get held up by Ross or make contact with Ross. So I gave you all the space in the world, and sure enough, yeah, Ross was just going so slow on that stint. So I was just trying to make sure I didn't lose a wing and hit anything.
Yeah. So then, finally, we'll end on a slightly sour note. We'll go to Drivers' Championship P2. Dan, what happened at the start?
Well, firstly, congratulations to Perry on the championship as well. Right at the start, basically it's something similar to the first Mexico race. I get taken out, which is always good fun. And then that ruins the race effectively, because it would have been nice to battle against Perry and Matrix on track up front, but what can you do? So I effectively had to do a long stint on the super sauce and then put out the ultras at the end to try and get some time back, but it was sort of a lost course after getting taken out.
Yeah, no, it was. We were willing you on all the way, and I think 59 hundredths of a second away from finishing P7, which I'm not sure if it would have made a difference. Would it not?
No. Yeah, it's finished third because Perry jumped in penalty.
No, but you gave it a valiant effort, and up until the last lap, I think you were still in with a shout. So, a great drive nonetheless. And we look forward to seeing you on track next season in Tier 2 with us all.
Should be good fun. I think do some races without people blowing each other up.
Yes, and you're not gonna get any wins off me. We've had this agreement, right?
Great, there's going to be some brother clashes then, aren't there?
Oh yeah, you two are gonna annihilate each other. It's gonna be great. Have you guys got anything else you want to say? We're gonna round off the season.
No, not really. I'd just like to say thanks for Cos to do a great job hosting this league, and thanks to everybody for congratulations. It means a lot. It means a lot of. I have a lot of fun racing with you guys. Have a lot of good friendships through PlayStation that I didn't think would probably have existed 3 months ago. So, thanks to everybody out there, and it's been a lot of fun.
Fine words to end on indeed. I think we will do it just there. Thank you all at home very much for watching. We will be taking, I think, a 2-week break from now before Tier 3 starts up again.
2 weeks.
2 weeks today, 10 PM UK time on the 18th of March. We will be in Australia, ready to go again. And we'll have some new drivers to announce as well. Some of the guys coming down from Tier 2 and some new faces as well potentially. So keep yourself tuned into the YouTube channel. There will probably be a video going up about that. If you want to see another race, there's one more before the season officially ends for COS, and that's the Tier 1 rerun of Singapore. That's taking place this Wednesday, 10 PM UK. Tier 2 have finished because we didn't have any issues.
No, because we behaved ourselves, yeah.
We did. No issues for us. Not that we're worthy of a rerun anyway. So Tier 2 is finished. But Tiers 1 and Tiers 2 will be kicking off in that same week. So week beginning the 18th of March is when COS will restart proper for Season 3. And you can all tune in then and join in all the action. I will be back to commentate on Tier 3. Matt, I'm assuming you'll be alongside me?
Oh, don't you worry, I will be.
Fantastic. So once again, thank you very much for watching. We've had a brilliant season, and we'll see you all next time around. Good night.